sports. It's in the game.
Entering main menu screen, play next level. Exhibition. Online head-to-head. Entering online hub screen, you have 5 options. Quick match is selected. Quick match. Compare stats. Quick match. Matchmaking. Newing. New. Denver, Cleveland Browns. Offense off. Defense option. Second, dark uniform option is set. Dark uniform option is set. Dark uniform light uniform dark uniform option. Start time option is set to 4:15 p.m. Searching for opponent is ready. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash and love to spin. Better kill it and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it. I'm moving too fast, I can't stop. Wiping it down with the paint hot. Left hand on the wheel. I'm closing the top when the raindrop. I'm keeping the game in the headlock. When throwed and blinded my dreadlock. In the end zone with the mad dot. One phone call, get it dead stop.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with the Cleveland Browns. Here's the former Sooner Austin Seibert to get this one started. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
Let's go! 15 runner, 15 runner. Come on. Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go.
And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. They run. It's Mark Ingram. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. Call it a gain of 5 that time. They'll be left with a 3rd down and about 9 to go. To throw is Jackson. Steps away to his left. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Jackson on first down. They go screen. This is Ingram. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Now it's Ingram. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion, and to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 42-yard line. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Now on 2nd and 13. Jackson. Open man is the tight end, Nick Boyle. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, it's a run for Ingram. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Running right, this is Ingram. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. The 13th play now coming on this opening drive. Here's 3rd down. Now it's Jackson. He's got his man, it's Andrews. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 2nd quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they go to work on a 1st and goal. Jackson now. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Seth Roberts there to make the grab. And the Ravens take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the 2-point conversion. Here's Jackson to throw. Flushed out, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Well, they had that great, long, methodical drive to put it in the end zone. Then they tried to bite off a little more and get 8 points. Instead, they're sitting at 6.
But didn't that feel like a decision that they made on Tuesday?
Yeah. Well, you usually say that's what they do, right?
Right. That's the best one. The best ones do that. They take the emotion out of it. That felt like that was scripted. Hey, if we score on the opening drive, we're going to go for 2 and try to really gain an advantage.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now 1st and 10 at their own 26. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
They run again on 1st down, Chubb. And some space here. There he goes left side. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, 62 yards, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and they take the lead here at 7-6. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Larry Ogunjobi in for the sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Say it. It's 3.
Out of the gun, they give to Ingram. And this will be a pickup of 4 here, up to their own 20.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
The Ravens on third.
Entering, attention, pop up. The connection to your peer has been lost. Exit game.
Yeah.
Entering online hub screen. Compare stats. And quick match. Match me.
With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we
Denver, Cleveland Browns.
stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it?
Defense.
Look in the mirror now, I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him for him, I'ma make it happen.
Defense.
Dreams reality.
Dark uniform. Light. Start time option is set to 1-0. Searching for opponent. Opponent is ready.
Living in a dream, now my music they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Feel like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side, yeah, we in it for life. When I've been up, it's magic.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. Here's a scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with the Cleveland Browns. This is fielded at the goal line. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Let's go now. And ring. Not today, you are. Not today.
It's brought in here by Willie Snead. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And the former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram. The tackle made by the linebacker, Joe Schobert.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Ingram. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this, up to the 41-yard line.
Check down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
58. Got you, pop. And 58 is a mic. Go get that.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. He's got Snead. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 40. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now, right at the 40. This is Ingram. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. On 2nd and a yard, Jackson. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. Here's Ingram. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Joe Schobert, he's the culprit, dropping him for a 2-yard loss. On 3rd down, Jackson. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. They'll wind up losing 11 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, here's the Ravens Pro Bowl kicker Justin Tucker out onto the field. From the left hash, this from 46. No score after 1 on EA Sports. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And the Ravens strike first at 3-zip. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle. Right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like that one?
What does that mean, break out? That just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 26. They begin this drive with Chubb. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Alert!
Mayfield. And he's got the hook up to Landry. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first.
Regular. Recon, 132 fighter.
From the gun, Mayfield. He finds Beckham, complete. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 22-yard line. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, you know, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
First down, Browns.
180. Go, tackle. Let's go. We got this. We got this. Kill. Check the up.
First down, Mayfield. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick six? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18. Forced out to his left. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Throwing again on second down. Jackson got a man. It's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Willie Snead there to make the grab as the Ravens push further out in front. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
Tucker with the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And you're under a minute to go in the half. A first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is...
He's got a man. Complete. 30. 10. And all the way in. Touchdown. Cleveland. Odell Beckham. 78 yards. As they are now on the board here in the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed, and a lot of football, full half to be played. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Now Hunt, and he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down. Mayfield looks to throw. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
First down.
On first and 10, Mayfield. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
On third down, Mayfield. It's caught by OBJ. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 40. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Mayfield on play action. It's caught. Beckham. And he's taken down inside the 30. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 28.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Browns.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On 2nd and 9, Mayfield. This pass complete to Higgins. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They'll run with Chubb, and he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Mayfield down, the quick slant caught, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's 3rd and goal. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Back now in Baltimore. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Odell Beckham, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Browns have taken the lead. extra point by Seibert up and good. And the lead is now 14-10.
14.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. This is fielded at the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Larry Ogunjobi able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. To throw is Jackson. Space to maneuver at the 40. This one complete to Ingram. And he takes it all the way up to the 47. A gain there of 21 yards. Here's Jackson. He goes underneath to Ingram. And he's got this down to the 35. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. From the gun, Jackson. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Credit the sack to the always disruptive Olivier Vernon. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Throwing is Jackson. They go screen. This is Ingram. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. That's into the hands of the tight end Boyle. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A big 30-yard play on 3rd.
6 guys, check 6 guys.
Now a handoff to Ingram. And here he'll get it down to the 7. That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with his 4-point 4th quarter lead. To throw on 2nd and 6. Jackson, he's going to find his tight end Boyle. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. And the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
Now, that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Browns drive about to get started. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall, and they can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed, if there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Ravens set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already.
Ready. 15 on it. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's go.
He's back to throw. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 23 yards, the final tally. They'll look to throw, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Larry Ogunjobi in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Escaping the pressure right. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Here's Jackson. He's going to let it fly. Back in the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. He may try and run for this. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first. Well, Charles, they were